Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. This is huge. I may have finally solved the problem that is plaguing my computer for months. I'm an idiot. Let's start with that truth. Okay. I'm not going to get too into the weeds. There's all the other streams and whatnot, and I'll maybe make a comprehensive, like, produced video version once I confirm that this has happened. Cable extension. I have been dealing with low voltage issues for a few weeks now, potentially months, and have swapped out nearly most of the components on my computer. GPU, motherboard, 2 SSDs. The only thing I didn't change was the RAM. And I kept having this low voltage issue in my showed up in my BIOS hardware monitor, and it was specifically the 3.3 rail, which was significantly low. But the other ones were actually below, like there's a 5 volt and there's a 12 volt, and both of them were low. I tested them with a multimeter using the tips of this extension, and everything came out just fine. But put it in a motherboard. Problematic. Tore this baby out 10 minutes ago and plugged the PSU straight into the motherboard, the 24 pin. That's what this is. Voltage across the board, perfectly normal. So what are we going to do? We're going to test out what we were testing out like an hour ago. And see what we get. So here we go. I have been honestly on edge for days since I put in this new motherboard, thinking like, something isn't right. Like the voltage wasn't perfect after I put in the new motherboard. It went from 2.9 to like 3.1. And I was like, that's better, but it still seems kind of low. And I wasn't fully confident. The crashes in Battlefield 6. Something was wrong. So my friends tried to tell me, oh, it's probably the game. No, I think it was this. So, about an hour ago, we were testing out Portal 2, a 2011 game that shouldn't crash while streaming. I'm looking at hardware monitor. Voltage is 3.296. That is pretty much 3.3. There it is, 3.312. I'm going to pull up the task manager so I can track those loads. Let's go. So I was having crashes. Now, what's really cool about, and I'll give YouTube all the credit for this.
Did anything happen while I was out?
I was able to get back on my live stream after each crash. Like, I'm sure the stream itself went dark for a little bit, but I got to get right back in and not have to like start a new one each time.
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60.
Hold on.
Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. Why did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here?
All right, let's... So I need to get over there, and I need to... Oh, okay, I get it now. All right. All right, so I've got that part done. Now I need to get it. I need to get up there. So what happens if I... I don't know. I feel like I was supposed to go up to the other. That portion up there, that ramp was supposed to take me up there. But it didn't. Okay. Check some stuff real quick. Alright. Just want to make sure everything's working right. Alright, so... Oh, I need to go all the way... Is this going to take me... Oh, look at that. Okay. So I need to... I need to get some of that stuff here. I need more of that goo here. Blue is there, so I need red here. Nice. Okay. Alright. Now, oops. Can I just run this? Do you think I need to... I didn't even hit the jump button. Okay. Oh, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Okay. Whoa, hello. Alright. I need you. How do I get you? Oh, I can just pick you up. Nope, I cannot pick you up. Interesting. Now I need to get back across there. All right. So now I have that set up. Not enough. I need more momentum. How do I get more momentum than that? I got a ramp shot me, should have shot me straight up over that. All right. How do I get more momentum? Can't do that. Let's try again. Interesting. I got stuck here. Not where I want to be. I'm dead. Oh. Voltage holding steady at 3.28, 3.296. Wow, this is so good. Oh. Interesting. He took me to here. All right, here we go. What's next? What's another way to get more momentum? There's nowhere to fall to. It's just your death. Let's put something here. Okay, so we'll do red here, or orange. Go out to blue. That didn't work. Maybe there's something over here, so I need to use, okay, so I need to use orange. There's nothing here either. Wait, what's up there? That's where I need to get to. Holding steady at 3.296. This is sweet. Alright, so orange will just come right back to here. Alright, I'm thinking... Missed it. What does that say? Do not something? I can't. Thank you for keeping your transfer safe. Do not. Can't get anything there. There's nothing over there. There's something up high that opens that door. Okay. I need more speed. It knows I need more speed. How do I get more speed? This could be my more speed. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Jumping made it worse. Oh. Okay. Do not leave your belongings here. Loiter for more than 20 minutes. Start the clock. Touch the glass. do wear a shirt and shoes at all times. I can't tell, but yeah. Move quickly through your test track. Trying. Not forget to not touch the glass. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, that's interesting. What? That button up there. How does one... Oh, okay. So I have to go back down here. I have to go shooting up to that button. Slowly, slowly, slowly.
Okay, I guess emotional outbursts require more than 1.6 volts. Now we know that. We just need to relax. We're still going to find out what the hell's going on here, but calmly.
So she's running on 1.6 volts. I've been running at 2.9. So the fact that I'm getting away with this at 3.296 is amazing. Okay, we have that stuff there. We've got bouncy stuff here. All right, how do we capture what we want to capture? Oh, we can make portals here. Interesting, but I can't jump through them. All right. What do we want to do? Hey, buddy. I'll catch you up on where we're at. But as the thumbnail image implied, this was the problem. 24-pin cable extension was not just my 3.3 volt rail, but my 12 and 5 volt rails as well were being shorted. Not shorted like an electrical short, but we're not getting enough voltage because of this. I plugged my main 24-pin straight from the power supply into the motherboard. Instantly, we are rocking perfectly good voltage across the board. It is insane. Let's see here. That's main camera, main screen. So let me bring this over. .296. 3.312. Oh wait, you can't see that. My bad. There we go. But what? Don't you dare. Okay. That was it's not I've had this for 3 years. So it was 2.5 years of no problems before I started having issues. Something could have happened when this whole thing started when I was going to do some big tune-up. So I don't think I ever unplugged that during that tune-up process though, or messed with it at all. But yeah, 3.3 rail, perfectly fine. 5 volt rail, exactly at 5. 12 volt rail, exactly at 12. Like the second I took this off and just went straight into the motherboard with the pin straight out of the power supply. This is like a I could look it up on Amazon. It's like a $30 cable extension kit. I still have my GPU and the CPU being powered by it. I'm inclined to just ditch the aesthetic cable extension. I don't know. I'm torn by this whole thing because it's just you want the best quality, that your components that you've spent a bunch of money to to build your machine. You want everything to work well. So when, every little component in between your each of these components, all the little ones that you don't ascribe that much importance to, clearly are super important. I'm not wearing green under here, am I? What am I wearing? Maroon. Sorry, it's getting hot in here. Same thing happened back in around 2009, 2010. I met a videographer. I was trying to get into doing videography stuff, which I make a lot of the YouTube stuff. He was talking about how like getting HD cameras and HD everything at that time he was still on the fence about it because HD TVs weren't huge. But every component between the broadcast, from what you record to what ends up on screen, has to be able to handle HD. And if it doesn't, then you're stuck at, whatever it was, standard def at the time. And I'm reminded of that because honestly, I should have thought of that talk I had with him that day when troubleshooting this, because you got to think of all the little components in between. I did all this testing and never I took all these components, these important ones, the SSDs. I even, I was going to swap GPUs anyway, but I went from a 3070 Ti to a 3080. Fresh install of Windows, a new freaking motherboard. And I never thought to, check the $30 cable extensions and just remove them from the equation. And it's because I used a multimeter and tested them and everything was fine. So clearly I was wrong. Clearly, or maybe there's just, something wrong with it, testing them that way. So, yeah. Gosh. All right, so let's see what happens. Slidey stuff. Okay. Slidey stuff. Huh. I kind of want bouncy stuff there, don't I? Yeah, I think I want bouncy stuff there. So we're going to go there. That's what I want. Bouncy. Oh, wow, that went way further. Okay, and then I want slidey stuff at the beginning of bouncy stuff. We think it's figured out now. The real question is all right, let me keep testing this. It does feel smoother. I do feel like, okay, this might be it. I need slidey stuff than bouncy stuff. I think I might have done it wrong. So go blue up there. Okay, so it's going all the way across. But I just need bouncy stuff at the end. That's the other really annoying thing is now I have a perfectly good AM4 motherboard, seemingly. Now I gotta, clearly I should probably test it out. Oh, there it is. There it is. Look, bouncy stuff. Done. Fingers crossed. Let's go for it. Done. There we go. What could go wrong here? Oh, that didn't work. I have to get over there. Oh, there it is. It's up there. Oh, that's interesting. How do I get back? So I gotta go out, because there's no guardrail there. Okay. What do I do with this new motherboard, you know? Or this old motherboard. I'm not putting the Plus back in. I'm sticking with the Pro. Only because now I have my USB-C port on the front of the case that I can use, which honestly I'm only using for the dongle for this headset. That seems like a complete waste of a USB-C port when you only have 2 on your computer. I thought about getting one of those extension cards, PCIe extensions. God, you know what that means? That means my internal capture card. I had thought a while back, a guy had sold me on Facebook Marketplace this internal capture card, the 4K 60 Pro. But then I opened the box and didn't notice while I was standing there that it's the HD 60 Pro. Like, he scammed me, flat out. Got completely scammed. 4K 60, HD 60. I had put this in for a little bit during that whole upgrade. This is one of, or that whole tune-up. This is one of the things I was tuning up, or using to add on, and I thought it had caused a short and created the problem that we're seeing. And I was like, all right, well then I can never use this because it was an outlier in that whole initial thing 6 months ago. Maybe it's good. I don't see how in the world that could have damaged this and caused the problem. Oh, but everything's running smooth. Oh, just watching all these stats over here, it's freaking great. Oh, I missed. I'm screwed. Blue. Blue. Pay attention to what you're doing. Blue. Get centered up and run.
Great job, astronaut, war hero, and or Olympian. With your help, we're gonna change the world. This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.
So, Gladys in the game, I know, but I know it's not, it's HD, and that's fine. For my purposes here, I'm not transmitting in 4K because not everyone's watching in 4K, and there's no reason to worry about 4K. I don't. I mean, my monitor's 2K at best. I get that. I don't like being ripped off. But yeah. So Gladys, the bad guy in the beginning of this game, she got ripped out of the computer, and her processor is now in a potato. She's being run by a potato, 1.6 volts. And she keeps complaining about the voltage. And I'm like, this is the perfect game to be playing. Is sort of closely related to the voltage issues I've been having. So, very
If you're
apropos.
interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know. You could walk out of here with 120 weighing down your bindle if you let us take you apart, put some science stuff in you, then put you back together, good as new.
For a game from 2011, I'm really impressed. That's the loudspeaker that his voice is coming out of. And it's like in my headphones, I'm hearing it in front of me and above me. When I come out here, it's right behind me. Like, the spatial placement of the audio in the game is pretty impressive. I don't know how much credit I should give my headphones for that, because there is a spatial setup feature with the Steel Series. All right, so we've got slidey, we've got bouncy. Presumably, we need to get shot out of that angle, bounce off of that angle. All right, and then I don't know going after that. Oh wait, over there somewhere. I have to end up down there. Oh, there's stuff over here. Good lord. Oh, that's our exit. And I need that cube up there. How do I get up there? Let's go investigate over there real quick. Okay. How am I getting up there? So that's the initial launchy thing from over there. Okay, so getting launched. Why are those arrows? This is weird. How am I supposed to traverse over to there? Let's just... Okay, so bouncy stuff goes there. Perfectly good. Stuff all across there. Great. How do I get over there? And if I bounce off of there and there, end up there. So confused. Oh, okay. Never mind. I need to come over here. And then that's just to stop me. Got it. Thank you. Okay. Oh. The old motherboard is something you could use for the NAS if you're wanting to build your own. So the NAS, there's a big plan for that already. That's actually a laptop motherboard I've already torn out of a laptop. That's going into a PC case that is Fallout themed. And the laptop motherboard is blue and the inside of the case is yellow already. So it's kind of fitting that whole aesthetic. But the idea is that that motherboard is small and I can fit a lot of drives in this case. So is that visible? You able to see that? That's the case that I've painted. And then I'm going to get like Fallout logos on it. On Etsy there was this Vault-Tec decal I got, and there's like other little Fallout stickers. So I'm like doing a whole Fallout theme thing for it. That's the plan for that time frame. Yeah, my buddy right now is 3D printing the mounting bracket that the motherboard will get mounted to inside there, so that it's going to be on it's not going to be straight up and down like a motherboard normally is. It's going to be on an angle, and I don't know why. I just want it to be, and it's a really like I'm making more trouble for myself, but I couldn't mount it to the standoffs that are in there anyway. It's ATX. I'd have to drill my own holes and put in my own standoffs anyway, so I figured, you know, why not put it on an angle, kind of display it a little different. But yeah, okay, so we're over here now. I'm willing to bet I need, what's that? What did this do? Okay, so that matters somehow. Go in here and take a look around. All right, so that facing up. Where's my exit again? It's way over there. Why does that Oh, I know for a fact I need to put some goo on there before I flip it over, too. That's annoying. All right. Stay here. Okay. How do I get back over? There we go. Thanks for stopping by, Winter, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll keep you updated on all this craziness as it comes along. So I probably need bouncy stuff, which is blue. I need it to come out of there. There we go. So that when I flip that over, I can jump out of that, bounce off of that, land on there. Got it. Okay. Alright, so now we go back over there. Back there. Now it has bouncy stuff on it. Now how do I bounce off of there? We go back to our... That's interesting. Okay, we need slippy stuff here to shoot me up to there. So how do I... Oh, I can get slippy stuff this way. There we go. All right, let's see if this works. Physics.
In case you're interested, there's still some positions available for that bonus
Nice.
opportunity I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly, you ought to be paying us.
I like that they changed the logo for it too, like retro, because this is all the old tests from the, I think the 60s. So I'm sure everyone remembers or recognizes that voice, but in case you didn't, it's J.K. Simmons from Spider-Man, The Accountant, Red 1, The Accountant 2, Whiplash. That was the name. Earlier I mentioned I couldn't remember Whiplash. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, there we go.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on, I don't know, Carolyn, what do these people buy? Tattered hats? Beer dirt?
That seems harrowing. Do I need to get down there? Ah! The door closed. Well, crap. I'm kind of stuck. Pump station Gamma. There doesn't look to be anything down there. Anyone else watching? You guys got suggestions? Please weigh in. Nope. Oh, up there. Okay, that's good. Awesome. Okay, so that's where I came from. curiosity, I want to come up here. Could have gone that other way. Hell, I could go up there. Or above me. Oh, this is interesting. Alright, which way do I go? So I have the option of going down...
Carolyn, why do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or... Oh my god. Look, you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think.
So I could go up there, I think. I don't know. I could try to get down there. Is that where I came out of recently? I think I just came out of there. I'm curious about that control room, though. Alright, let's just go this way. Ah, there's a new gel. A white gel. What does white gel do? We got jumping gel, which is blue. We've got speed gel, orange, and white gel. What does it do? Alpha, beta, gamma. Oh, shoot. There's white gel spilling out everywhere. Oh, that's scary. Let's go test out white gel. Doesn't appear to do anything. It lets me create portals anywhere. That's what it does. Oh, okay. Awesome. So if I get white gel somewhere, I can put a portal anywhere I want. So if I wanted gel... Oh, look, it's up there now. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, so that's pretty good. And it put speed gel there, which is important. And bouncy gel there. Oh, this is all just perfect. Done.
It's evil.
She has a fear of birds.
Good for him. All right, back to thinking.
Alright, I need to launch myself up there. Using something in here. Aha.
Welcome to the Enrichment Center. Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought them anyway. Ground them up, mixed them into a gel. And guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am deathly ill. Still, it turns out they're a great portal conductor. So now, we're going to see if jumping in and out of these new portals can somehow leach the lunar poison out of a man's bloodstream. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
That's a modern poster.
Let's
and
all
this
stay
is...
positive and do some science. That said, I would really appreciate it if you could test as fast as possible. Carolyn, please bring me more pain pills.
Does it close the door again? Nope. All right. So my prevailing theory. So that's the guy talking. Cave Johnson. This is the old original section of the aperture area. And that's a newer poster. It's the new logo. So you're allergic to lunar sediment. Fulfilled your monthly self-selection quota. You're confident enough in your work performance to unvolunteer from Oh, that's it. Just back to an elevator. And we are holding steady at 3.96 volts, 11.9 volts, 5.02. This is all very good. If you are just joining us, I'm using Portal 2 as a test for an issue my computer's been having for months. I've spent hundreds of dollars trying to fix it and countless hours, and replaced many components, including the motherboard, only to find out it was the 24-pin cable extension for my power supply, giving unsatisfactory voltage to the motherboard. I just pulled it, and this is I was streaming Portal 2 a couple hours ago and crashing every 10 minutes or so. So the fact that we're not having that issue now is making it seem like we were right. Ah. All right, so find our exit. Exit is up there. I'm presuming it's going to allow me to only use the portal gel. No slidey gel, no jumpy gel. To get up there. Okay, so now I've got a launch point. Now, how do I get some momentum? To be able to jump up there. Jump from? I feel like this is something super easy that I'm just missing right now. Yeah, I need to jump off up there, don't I? Can I? Oh, you're back already. Oh, you're celebrating. That's funny. I'm having pizza too. We're getting, what are we getting? Not Papa John's. Papa Murphy's. Or you bring it home and make it yourself. Alright, I'm trying to figure out how to get the momentum I need to shoot out of that and jump up to there. I can't find anywhere that has the altitude I need to make that jump. Highest point I have is this, and it's not going to work. So we'll try it. Yeah. So I just need to look around for somewhere. Up there. Normally it would be up there. Oh, so you know the answer. Okay, well don't tell me. If you know it, I don't want help. You're just figuring it out with me and be a different story. Huh. Not going to work against that stuff. They're smart. Nope. There we go. I've got the altitude I need. Now I just need to fall off into... Oops, is that the right one? Nope. That would have been bad. Let's go blue for exit, red for entry.
gives you lemons. Don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad. I don't want your damn lemons. What am I supposed to do with these?
Take the lemons.
Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons.
Oh, I like this guy.
I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down.
His house down. Finding people. He said what we're all thinking.
The point is, if we can store music on a compact disc, why can't we store a man's intelligence and personality on one? So I have the engineers figuring that out now. Brain mapping, artificial intelligence. We should have been working on it 30 years ago. I will say this, and I'm gonna say it on tape so everybody hears it 100 times a day. If I die before you people can pour me into a computer, I want Carolyn to run this place. Now she'll argue. She'll say she can't. She's modest like that, but you make her. Hell, put her in my computer. I don't care. All right, test's over. You can head on back to your desk.
Goodbye, sir.
So this is where we find out that Gladys is the artificial intelligence version of his secretary, Carol, running the place. See, I'm like, I don't know how far along in the game I am. I'm probably somewhere in the 50% range, or at least past 50%. And I want to go back and do the first one before I finish this. Kind of do it chronological. I should have done that to begin with. Hey there, I see you up there. Okay, I made it to the elevator. Why does that feel like that's... Is there like a switch on the way up I should have hit? What's that? That looks... Is that a battery stuck to the bottom of it? Go back down to this office here. Make sure there's no buttons I'm supposed to push. Activation thingies, no. Interesting place for a window. All very interesting, but where? There's another office. No buttons I'm supposed to push. See, you don't place a piece of wood there unless you need it for something. Right? That's video game logic 101. Out of place thing means important thing. All right, well, I'm going to leave this mystery unsolved for now. Chiefly because I have to go get that pizza I told you about there, Winter. But yeah, it seems like everything is running perfectly, and it's all because of a crappy power cable extension that started to go bad after 2.5 years for whatever reason. So I'm not going to vilify cable extensions just yet, but I definitely think you need to not cheap out on them if you're going to use them. You know how everyone talks about how you're never supposed to use different power cables for different PSUs. Like you use the power cables that came with that PSU from that manufacturer. Plugging in extensions seems to fly in the face of that, you know, because you're now, yeah, you're using the original cables, but then you're plugging into this, which goes into your computer, and this is an unknown variable. So I'm going to do some research and figure out what some good options would be, because I want white. Again, it has a whole Stormtrooper look in my computer. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. All looks like 14 of you hanging out here right now. I will probably post a video that encompasses the totality of my issues with my computer spanning the last 6 months, troubleshooting do's and don'ts and everything I've learned. But yeah, and I'll be doing some Battlefield 6 streaming now that I can stream and game together. So come back again some other time and learn from my mistakes. See you next time.